Hello everybody, John from Wargame. This is a 3v3 on Wosun Harbour. It's myself, Ben and Recon against Fire and Ice, Orlando Bloom and Grey. When we were in the lobby, these guys started throwing out racial slurs for some reason. I have no idea why. So it was nice to actually beat them, and we did put the smackdown on them quite good. Myself and Steve are going... Ben, sorry. Steve was off somewhere else. Apparently more important things to do than play with us, but hey ho. Myself and Ben are going UK. Recon is going America, and he's going to go over to Delta. Myself and Ben are going to take this town here, in between Echo and Charlie. This is a very important town to control. Whoever controls this basically wins the game, because these two are the decider command points. So with that being said, I'm sending a links over to Foxtrot, because this is the map without the ships in it. There's no worries of them, well, less worries of them attacking around here. They could still send BMPs and BTRs, which are amphibious, a long way around, but they don't, fortunately. So I have Stormers here with Royal Marines in. And unfortunately, these are the older version of Royal Marines. I forgot to check which ones I was bringing. So they're not the Royal Marines 90s, but the standard ones. And I also have 6 Stalwarts with... Oh no, I just deleted 2. 4 Stalwarts with Gurkhas inside. The 2 that I deleted I replaced with Saxons and Javelins. Ben has more infantry over here in AH7s. As you can see, Recon has Humvees with Stingers, Rangers, a Zippo, a light tank, a combat and a chaparral. He also has assault engineers and an OH-58 CS. These unfortunately get shot down before they can do anything. Now on this map, the thing to look out for is if you're going Delta, as you can see here, he has all helicopters, and he also has a couple of TY-90s, so their job is to shoot down the transport helicopters or any support helicopters that come over here. So you need to take that into account and bring enough anti-helicopter choppers yourself. Ben's little markers, I'll just say try and put troops in there to stop them from coming through here. Alright, and slowly off, I'm going to swap it to my view. Slow it down a little bit. My Gurkhas get ambushed up here. This is a very big fight for this whole town. So now, as you can see, Recon's lost his OH-58C and a Huey to these 2 anti-helicopter choppers. My Stalwarts are trundling along, and then they get jumped by this huge column. In return, the Gurkhas ambush them as well. I deploy my Milans into this block here, so they start engaging targets. I deploy my Royal Marines a little bit too early, but that's okay because I can pop them up blocks. Now, unfortunately, these 2 sections here get engaged by T-18UM, which is there, but then he gets destroyed by the Milan team. Unfortunately, he does manage to do a lot of damage to these 2 sections. As you can see, also there is a lot of infantry here with a lot of flamethrowers, and I have nothing to fight flamethrowers with. T-80's just taking a hit on the front. He did bring this guy forward. I don't know how many you can get of those in a deck, but that's a mistake. He brings in a couple of bombers. T-80 dies. His bombers did nothing, but my Jaguar killed his MLRS. I did lose one, and I think his bomber actually killed a Stormer. So it appears as though all the flamethrowers are dead. They're now. On the left hand side, Recon's combat is dead. Just in time to see his demise. His stingers are empty. No, his stingers are all empty. I think he was swearing his head off at this point. Good old-fashioned SLRs. And that's that, for now. So I advance the Royal Marines up block by block. Although I didn't realise at the time the gap between this block and that block, it doesn't look to be very big, but they do have to cross the open. So there's a command squad. Now because of the gap, they're running away. Because of the gap in between the two blocks, the tanks are now shooting at my guys in the middle and killed them. Where did he go? Oh, sneaky son of a bitch. Right, so because we've run out of units there now, he's run out of units, well they've run out of units. That's my marker just to tell, because he asked where they were. So, we'll just put a marker to say that they're there. Ben's brought in a couple of Milan teams. And at the moment, all I have, combat-wise, 16 Royal Marines. So, not a lot. Ben's Harrier getting shot down there. And my Royal Marines engaging with their Brens. Milan team's doing a very bad job. Even mine are missing. And they're elite. Right, myself, Ben and Steve, we've all managed to get our names in game. And we all said to each other, right, if I see your unit in game, I'm going to turn off its weapons and send it forward. Just to get it killed. Because they're douchebags. And Ben's SAS getting a kill on that plane there. Yeah, just for shits and giggles and because it was funny. Now, at the time, I didn't realise that this Milan team is Steve's. And if I'd have known that at the time, plus he's doing quite a good job when he doesn't miss. If I'd have known that at the time, I might have just sent him forward to get killed, because we just recently played a game where, for the first time in Red Dragon, I've seen my unit, or my name on a unit, which just happened to be an expensive AS-90. Somebody bombed it. Now, I'm going to guess it and say it was Steve. Well, it was actually, because Ben grassed him up. So if I'd have known that that was his Milan, I'd have sent him forward. Now, I brought up a command section just to counter his own. The intention is to put him into one of these two blocks. Now, unfortunately, even with the SAS protecting them, the SAS can't really do much against flamethrowers, which is what he's about to deploy on the left-hand side here. We've lost one more section of Royal Marines here, but they're still putting up a fight. But against 50-odd infantry with supporting armour, they're not going to last long. That's my Jaguar. He managed to get out. Now, I know that cluster bombs don't do much against infantry. Sometimes they do kill infantry, it depends. Just depends on if you get lucky or not. I've had cluster bombs kill my infantry quite a lot. So the intention was not to kill anything, just to stun and slow them down. Now, they just killed my command squad there. We were +1 because that was counted. So we managed to get up to 12. They're still on 129. So unfortunately, they are in the lead at the moment. As you can see, I have no combat effective units here. My Milans, which are out of ammo, and 2 javelin squads. So, some trap rapiers. We brought a couple of rover Milans. Ben had 2 stormers there, one just got killed. And the defending plane just got shot down. I'm bringing in some more Royal Marines and some Fusiliers in Warrior 90s. Right, Steve's Milan section just got killed, so to him. Rover Milan's shooting at a T-62, couldn't hit a barn door if they were parked inside it. And Ben has sent over some Royal Marines into this town here. Javelin's getting a couple of hits on the MI8s there. Royal Marines killing World War II. Ooh, 1 missile, 2 hits, nice. My Jaguar's coming in to do the same again. It's basically stun, try and slow them down a little bit. I lost the 2 rovers to the Motostrelki squad here. Royal Marines finally made it into the fight. Nope, nobody else in it. Back. Done with the one section of Marines up into this. I didn't know that there was a Motostrelki squad here at the time. So the Royal Marines are shooting them, they're shooting the Royal Marines, the flamethrowers are shooting at everybody. It's just stuff like that. Recon's reinforcing Delta. As you can see, he has a command vehicle there, but so do they somewhere. So they're countered. He's bringing in some infantry reinforcements there. Just lost a Royal Marine, a Warrior, and a Jaguar. Jaguar's doing the same thing, he's just bombing to try and stun and panic things. Little Stormer, having a go with his GPMG. They brought in some more Gurkhas. Probably should have brought in some more Milan teams, because they are bringing quite a lot of stuff down here. If I had a Milan team there, then we might be able to kill things there. Lost the 2 warriors from these 2. And these guys have a lot of flamethrowers. Ben's brought up some Rover Wombats. Now, I've never actually seen these in combat before. It'll be quite interesting to see what they can do. Brought in a couple of Centurions. Unfortunately, these don't last very long. Which is bullshit, because I played a game a couple of days ago, and the enemy brought in Centurions, and I had nothing which could kill them. These were stunning and killing everything that I had, and you know, these 2 guys just died quite quickly. Now, as you can see, it's a red tide coming. 5 Gurkhas left, 18 Royal Marines, 20 Gurkhas, 10 Royal Marines there. There's a lot of enemy infantry. Well, this guy's down to 1 there. Last section. Fusiliers here are taking a beating. And the one thing that I don't think is right is the Gherkin mains. I'm guessing they've taken the the section commander's name, because Port and Miri are not Nepalese names. This guy manages to get through. He's managed to stop him with my links. He fires a nuke from his 20mm cannon, stops it just before the Alpha Stuarts. Now I have no idea why it's taking him so long. Oh no, it was the supply truck blowing up. Damn it! I never realised that before. So everybody is under strength here, apart from that one Gurkha section there. Still got 10 men. Royal Marines killing the BMPs. I brought in some more warriors with Fusiliers. I'm bringing in Gurkhas, a couple of Fox, and some more Fusiliers. Unfortunately, these two little dudes don't last very long. T-72 makes short work of Foxes. Oh no, he died. Hey, well done, chaps. What kills him? T-62s. The Royal Marines over here died. He's got 4 tanks, 5 tanks steamrolling there. Unfortunately, these Royal Marines get absolutely mullered from the attack here. Fusiliers getting side shots in on these tanks, and they've been engaged by the Wombats from the front, Fusiliers from the side. Nice. I might actually have to start putting these in my deck. They look silly, but they did the job. Delta. Recon's won Delta, and he's finally bringing up some troops to put into this town here. The warriors are reinforcing warriors taking hits there. If that had been a standard warrior, he'd have died. This is the up armoured version. He just died then. Balls. They didn't last very long. A whole platoon against 2 sections. My guys are not going to win, unfortunately. Recon's brought in a paladin. So he's shelling the town. Now I did think about moving the Gurkhas over like this, but with the amount of vehicles and the fact that there's an enemy there, well, they just died anyway, so it wouldn't have made. They wouldn't have made a difference. 6 Wombats ambushing these guys. I didn't see if they killed any of them. Oh yeah, they're dying. Plus the Royal Marines there are attacking as well. I've got 2 Fusiliers section against 3 of theirs. They've just been reinforced by 25mm APCs, so my dudes are going to lose. They do kill a couple of TO-55s first, and yet more flamethrowers. Again, Jaguar doing the same thing, just trying to kill any armour and stun and panic any infantry there. Ben has 2 Royal Marine sections. This guy's going to die quite soon. Centurion AVRE rather. 2 of them. Managed to wipe them out quite nicely. They're on attack move, so they can't see them for some reason. They're engaging Ben's Royal Marines long-range LMG fight. And all we have in the town are Ben's Royal Marines. So this is all full of enemy. He's bringing in more links there. Recon's bringing in a small team. I'm bringing in some warriors. 4 warriors. And I brought in a Lynx 3. So he's been killing vehicles. So I'm just sending him back to get rearmed. And later on I bring in a Milan team to deny this road. Recon's Corsairs coming to burn their Multistrokey. The Zanshi squad just killed one of my warriors. Son of a bitch. I think that might actually be quite a good combination. Rover Wombats and Centurions working together. See, I don't understand how that has survived 4 hits. Only to get finished off by Lynx. So when I was fighting these, they took so many rounds, it was unbelievable. To save time, I just brought in a whole platoon. But still have the 2 sections here. SBS as well. Unfortunately, these dudes don't do as well as I would have hoped. Lynx 3 getting a long range hit on that, which was finished off by Ben's light Scorpions. Light Scorpions. Fortunately, they don't seem to be using a lot of attack helicopters. Now they've just brought in these Mi-8s, which Ben's Stingers are shooting. Because my Rapiers were killed very early on, so we actually have no proper anti-air here. I have a Lynx 3. Ben has his SAS, that's it. Oh, there's my Milan team. Sergeant Shep. Now they're bringing in more reinforcements. One of the things about Red Dragon is people normally quit a couple of minutes before the end of the round because they don't want the loss on their stats. So this guy, Orlando Bloom, Ponce, he typed a message saying that they had ran out of infantry. I had no infantry left myself. All I had was a couple of Milan teams and Javelin teams, and that was it. I had actually ran out of infantry myself. The Jaguar died, but he did take out the 2 Mi-8s there. The Warriors, you can see the long list of damage. Fuel leak, track transaxle hit, firing computer reset, weapon jammed, optical failure, stabilization malfunctioning. They took some damage, and that's just one. So I'll pull them back just to let it sort themselves out. Ben's SAS squad that was here died in all the confusion. Or did he pull them back? No, I think he may have pulled them back. So I brought in my own Stormer as well. Sent my Lynx, both Lynx back to get rearmed. The Lynx with the rockets came in quite handy, the AH-7. So just moving my infantry forwards as well. That's my beacon asking Recon to move his supply truck forward. A couple of Chieftain Mark 11s. It'd be awesome if I could have Challenger Mark 11. Might be slightly overpowered though. He's on attack move. He's engaging these World War II tanks. Running my Stormer away because he has no missiles left. I'd completely forgotten that I had called this in. The faggots engaging my warriors, just killed one. Now he's going from a stormer. No! Bastard. And then, as usual, as soon as he kills my thing, they die. The most ineffectual, wasted rocket barrage ever. Oh no, he worried Sergeant Barkham. Didn't kill him though. Recon's aardvark. Ah, see, that's bullshit. The length of time it takes for planes to evac means that you can get one lucky shot on it. That's pissed me off so many times. My plane's just evacing forever and ever. I'm pretty sure it's happened to everybody. Right, so we have now taken back half this town, well, 3/4 of this town. I'm moving my warriors up to support the platoon that they came with, and I've moved the SBS up as well. And Ben's hopping his SAS forward. We've got a Typhoon there, oh, he's just, down to 1 health bar already. Evac'd him. Flight Lieutenant Beeston. Sweet Love, really? That can't be a real surname. I think somebody's playing silly buggers with that. Now, unfortunately, I advanced my chieftains up to here, not knowing that there was these 2 sections there, so I do lose one of them. So I raised this guy. No, I don't. He's lowering. Oh, I thought I raised him off the ground. Now he's lowering. Stop it! Links are very sexy Harbors, if I do say so myself. Some more warriors coming in. Now I don't like this. The blues and the reds. If you take the HUDs off, that should disappear as well. So I've moved the Fusiliers up, SBS and the warriors. Ben's moved his Raw Marines up. These 2 warriors have dropped off the 2 sections here who are not engaging these guys, but they're engaging somebody else. Who are they shooting at? Ah, Ben's Raw Marines. AH-7 gets his rockets away. And they're just constantly charging down APCs. But that's okay. Easy 3 kills. Now this platoon here is very advanced now. They've ranked up quite a lot. However, they have taken a lot of damage. So I want to try and pull them back before they lose any more, or lose any sections completely. So bring the SBS up to take over from them, and also this Fusilier section there. Just lost a warrior. Unfortunately, Recon's not been able to push up much further because he's facing a lot of resistance. A couple more Centurions. I'm surprised that they've not wiped these guys out already. There we go. That's a buck. That's the one that shot down Recon's aardvark. Now bring in more APCs. Ben's Raw Marines there don't care that they're in the middle of a napalm strike. They're just plugging away. SBS not shooting. Getting wiped out. Oh, there they go. One man is shooting 2 weapons. Fusiliers killing the flamethrower tanks before he knows what's hits him. Recon's got helicopters crawling all over him. Right, Ben's Raw Marines have put the fires out. That is one destroyed block. So I managed to move up the Fusilier section there. They kill Or did I just lose a section? Ah, I lost one section from this platoon. Return fire does manage to kill a T-62. I pull this section back because they're down to one man. I managed to kill another T-62, but I do lose the Lynx AH-7. Not too sure where. Now, because they have started to bring a few helicopters over, I brought in a Challenger marksman. I don't know if this guy actually gets any helicopter kills, but he can still engage ground targets, which is rather nice. Yeah, up to 1 kilometer. They're quitting now because apparently they have run out of infantry. And because we're +1. Well, we have been +1 for a while now. So we've overtaken them, so they realise that there's no chance of them winning, so then they start leaving. Which is very surprising that a Red 4 team runs out of infantry before the Blues 4. Even if I bring the wrong infantry. Right, so that was that. It was actually quite a good game. It was 29, call it 29 minutes. Ben's on 29.65, 23.45. I know you can read, but I'm just still going to say it anyway. 24.90. So he killed more than me, but he actually lost more than me as well. 21.15, and Recon did very well on the left. 28.55 for 15.75. A douche, a douche, a douche. I don't get why people have to stop saying racist insults. Right, so let's have a look at how the infantry did. Sergeant Rosebery did very well. Now these are flamethrowers. He killed 3 transports, so maybe the flamethrower squads were still inside. No idea. The PZZ-70, that was the MLRS that tried nuking the town, and Jaguar got him. Douchebag. Team killing douchebag. Royal Marines, wiping out 3 infantry squads and an APC. This Royal Marine squad killed, I think the BMP may have brought the motor strokey, but then he killed 2 APCs as well. This Sergeant Shepard should get a VC. He wiped out 2 flamethrower squads, 2 infantry squads, and 2 APCs. Miri Gurkha's actually killed 2 flamethrower squads. Well, if you add those 2 together, they killed 4 flamethrower squads, and also an infantry section. So yeah, these Gurkhas did quite well as well. 3 infantry and 2 flamethrowers. They did quite well. My next 3. Beryusa, APCs, 2 helicopters, T-62 and a TO-55 flamethrower. Centurion didn't do as well as I would have hoped. A Challenger Mark 11. I wished. Not too bad. What? 3 tanks. Fusiliers 90. These guys were the ones that I sent up front. I'm not too sure if these were the part of the platoon. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 vehicles and an infantry squad. They did very well together. SBS killed only 2 infantry sections. I guess it's not bad, 2 for 1. I can't remember what happened to them. I know I pulled them back, but I can't remember if they lived or died. Centurions. Now these guys did a little bit better, killing infantry sections there. Yeah, I forgot to mention I brought out 2 Ace-90s, as you can see, but also as you can see they didn't actually kill very much. 2 infantry squads and 2 APCs. Despite running out of nearly everything, I still had plenty of tanks left and vehicles and stuff, but despite running out of infantry, that was actually quite a good game, despite how it started off. So that was it. Any comments, leave below, and I'll speak to you later. Bye bye.